What's up guys, M3PRT here. So a big question a lot of people have when they're thinking of buying a Tesla is how much it actually costs to run, and that's what we're going to be exploring in today's video. So let's get started. So the biggest concern I had before getting my Model 3 was how much it was going to cost for me to insure the thing. So as a 23-year-old with a 1-year no claims discount, coupled with the fact that I was getting a high performance vehicle, I was very concerned about how much the insurance was going to cost or if they would even insure me. So before buying the car, I looked around at a number of price comparison websites, including some other insurance websites like Aviva, Zurich, EV Insurance, which was recommended by a few Tesla owners, and AXA, which was recommended by Tesla itself on the Insure My Tesla website. But none of these insurance providers would give me any quote, either because I was too young to own such a high performance vehicle, or because my 1-year no claims discount wasn't long enough for them to feel comfortable insuring me. My own insurer, which is Liberty Insurance, wouldn't provide me with a quote until I had my vehicle registration number, which I wasn't going to receive until the day before I collected the car, so I was in a pretty precarious position. Eventually I managed to get a quote from the AA, who quoted me for €1,200 for fully comprehensive insurance for 1 year, so at least I had this as a backup in case my own insurer wouldn't insure me once I got the car. A quick tip for reducing the cost of your insurance online is to put your parents on the insurance as named drivers, as long as they don't have any penalty points, and also if you buy your insurance online they tend to give better discounts. In the end, I managed to get a quote from my own insurance provider the day before I collected the car, and they quoted me for €1,000 for the year for fully comprehensive insurance. When I first called them up, they actually didn't have the Model 3 on their system, so it took them a couple of hours before they could give me a final quote. But in the end, the quote was only an extra €250 over what I had been paying to insure my old Hyundai i10, which had a small little 1-litre engine. So overall, I was very happy with the quote that I received, especially considering the high performance of the Model 3 and how much it cost. So that covers the cost of insurance. Next up is tax. So in Ireland, road tax for an electric car is €120, which turns out to be €80 less expensive than what I was paying for the Hyundai. With regards to charging the car, the Electricity Supply Board of Ireland own most of the electric car chargers in the country, and all of their chargers that have a power output of 22 kilowatts or less are free to use, and then their fast chargers, which have a power output of 50 kilowatts, cost 33 cents per kilowatt. So if you work out the maths, considering the Model 3 has a battery pack size of 75 kilowatts, you're looking at about €24 to fully charge the car from 0 to 100% if you're using an ESB fast charger. However, in reality, you're never really going to be charging from 0 to 100%, so most of the time for me, I'm charging from 50 to 90% or so, so typically I pay between €10 and €11 to charge my car on an ESB fast charger. One thing to be aware of on these fast chargers is that the ESB do charge an idle fee if your car is charging for longer than 45 minutes, and the idle fee is €5. One way to get around this is simply to just unplug your car at the 44-minute mark and then re-plug it back in, and you'll be able to avoid the €5 fee while still being able to charge your car. If you charge at home, the cost will depend on your electricity service provider. In my case, it costs 19 cents per kilowatt, so to fully charge the car it would cost about €14. If you switch to night rate electricity, this could be cheaper, but considering I don't charge my car that often at home, it's cheaper just to stick with the standard electricity rate. Most workplaces also now have charging points, so these would offer considerably cheaper charging rates, and sometimes they can be free, so this is another option to cheaply charge your electric car. If you use the toll a lot like me, then electric cars receive half-price toll prices, so this saves me on average €40 every month, reducing my toll bill from what was €80 down to €40 per month. In terms of maintenance costs, the Model 3 is entirely different to a standard internal combustion engine car. There are no preset service intervals. Instead, the only things you need to maintain are the brake fluid level and cabin air filter, which you need to check every 2 years, and also every 16,000 to 20,000 kilometers you're going to need to rotate the tires and lubricate the brake calipers. The other thing is that when you need to replace the tyres, if you have the Model 3 Performance, it comes with Michelin Pilot Sport 4S summer tyres, which cost about €200 each to replace. So considering all the maintenance costs, replacing the tyres would definitely be the most expensive aspect. So that's it for today's video. I hope you found it useful and informative. As always, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.